Good morning, Cancer. Your pre-shuffle looks like you've got, you're on the precipice of a big change, and as I say that, the tower pops out. A brand new beginning is on your horizon. It's sort of coming your way instead of you going to it, and clearly it's going to be a surprise, right? A choice. So, when the clarification for the tower comes up as the High Priestess, what we're being told is that the purpose is the mystery. The purpose is that you don't know every detail that you want to know for the things that are up in the air, the choice that needs to be made. But it's important to you. Whatever this choice is, it is a big, it's a big deal. What's coming your way, this new beginning. My goodness, and judgment. Cancer, holy cow. Okay. And the pre-shuffle looked like more communication than anything. So there's a process that's going on in your thoughts, in your mind, in the way that you're communicating, that you're inspired yet reasoned with it. So there's a difficult communication that you're going to be having, and it looks like that is going to bring about a surprising new beginning. Now, the problem with me even telling you this is you hearing me tell you this could change the way you communicate. And that's why we need to be cautious with tarot readings. Because the High Priestess coming up over the tower is about trust. It's about knowing that you are on a path that you cannot fully predict, that you cannot fully control. The tower is going to come as a surprise regardless. So I encourage you not to change the things you say or do based on an outcome you think is going to occur, because the outcome that you think is going to occur is not the exact outcome that will occur. And you can't control that by changing your actions based on what you see and hear from me. Okay, so that's a very important message. What aspect are we talking about as far as this Tower, Judgment, and High Priestess are concerned? Tower, Judgment, it's a change in your position of authority. It's a consideration of, so what the Tower is talking about is the way that you've done things, how you are approaching the way that you are in charge of things, how you're approaching what is within your grasp here, okay? And then there's something beyond that, again, there's more inspiration here, but there's sort of a physical inspiration to head toward it. I'm going to try to stick with one storyline, because I could say, you know, some of you are changing jobs because it's a physical realm. So what you're working on here is that there isn't anything right now that you're like, okay, this is exactly it. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I'm going to do. You're actually looking at your options. I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So a lot of you are dealing with work. But those are not action cards, okay? They are choice cards. They are, and when I say choice cards, I don't necessarily mean you have to make a choice. Some of you are going to have to make a choices, because one choice leads to other choices. But it's a divergence of direction. And it's in consideration, Cancer, is what it looks like at this point. Even the Two of Wands, I mean, if you look at him, he's not moving. He's just, something has perked up his chin and gone, there's something beyond the horizon there, okay? We just spilled a little bit. I know you want to tell me everything that's beyond the horizon. And the moon comes up with a Seven of Pentacles. I mean, it's almost like seeing how you've done things makes things cloudier for you. It makes things more confusing. I mean, the High Priestess coming up with the moon, this really is the universe's path, the universe's direction. Spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call the energy that surrounds us and is part of us. That is what is going to either propel you or, depending on who you are, keep you in the spot where you're going to remain in consideration, because it's about the lessons that we learn. And if you need to learn a certain lesson, the High Priestess and the moon will create a path for you to that tower, to death came up sideways in your pre-shuffle, to create a change for you. And so right now there's a consideration of where you need to go in your life based on what's happened. And we're not entirely clear, right? I take this as a Pisces card, but a lot of people take this as a Cancer card. So it could be, you know, you big time. And then this bundle fell out. All right. It fell out upside down. So Four of Cups, King of Wands, Eight of Wands, Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. No swords. The lack of swords is like, you may not be telling people a lot of things. You're inspired to communicate, but you're not communicating right now. And the inspiration to communicate comes from your pre-shuffle. But you've got the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands between the Four and Five of Cups. Okay. And since you do have the Emperor out here too, with the King of Cups, again, let's go with one storyline. This is a work issue. You're dealing with a boss figure. And and the warning here is that being impulsive, taking too much action, just going for it when you're not accepting the help, you're not accepting whatever offer is being extended here, but then taking action anyways without the help of this yang energy. I mean, the figure that we're talking about that is adjacent with you, that you're dealing with and trying to figure out how to proceed with, that figure is a yang figure. It's someone who is in charge of all the things. I've got the King of Wands and the Emperor, someone who is appealing, very appealing, charismatic, and in charge. This person is in charge, okay? And again, roles can be reversed, so remember that. But some of you are losing a job and needing to look for something else. There was something that happened. I want more on that Eight of Cups. Ooh, I said Eight of Cups, didn't I? That's because I was looking at the Eight of Cups. Because somebody's walking away, and it's like there was a situation where, you know, the pentacles looked good, soul was being fed, everything that we ever wanted was here. And then once you started to contemplate where you were, it started to bring in a little bit of emotional fog, and these were new emotions that started. I can see my breath. These are new emotions that started for you, new emotions that you're in control of, that you embrace. You're not fighting them at all. But it looks like because you realize you have certain feelings about this situation, perhaps this character in general, it's causing you to actually walk away from something or someone, and it's an emotional decision at that point. The reasons, the purpose, the path beyond that is not actually going to be revealed at this time. That's evident by the Moon and the High Priestess. And we're at 11:33 right now, so we are going to get you one last message. We're going to get you one last message. Your best and highest good. Yeah, and it falls out again when I try to put it back in, so we're going to keep it. Mentally, you need to give it a rest. Communicatively, you need to just give it a rest for a minute. Trust your feelings when it comes to what's happening with this Emperor, with this King of Wands character.